Hello, dedicated viewers. Join me, Julie, as we explore the lives of the Duggar. Okay, so this is the kind of story that really gets people talking because it goes beyond just a celebrity doing something surprising. It's about personal choices, family dynamics, and breaking away from tradition. It's complex, it's layered, and, honestly, a little wild if you know the history of the Duggar family. We're talking about Jessa Duggar, a reality star whose life has been in the public eye for years, thanks to her involvement in the show Counting On. And, of course, her larger-than-life family. But here's the thing. This isn't just a story about Jessa working out. It's about her stepping out in a way that's completely against the rules her family has lived by, rules that have been drilled into her since childhood by Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. Let's break this down. So, Jessa Duggar, 31 years old now, posted a workout video on YouTube, showing how she's been getting back in shape after having her fifth child, a son named George, born in December 2023. Pretty typical, right? I mean, every other influencer mom out there is doing it. But what really got people talking, and I mean talking, is what she was wearing. Jessa showed up in a tight white tank top and black shorts. That might sound totally normal to most people, but in Duggar world? That's a big deal. I'm talking bare shoulders, arms, and even knees on full display. For those of you who don't know, the Duggar family follows these super strict modesty guidelines based on their ultra-conservative religious beliefs, specifically through their connection to the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP. Basically, no bare skin beyond what's absolutely necessary, especially for women. Now, let's just pause for a second and think about this. Jessa Duggar, who for years has abided by these modesty rules, suddenly appears in a video wearing something her parents would have never approved of. Not just a little slip-up either, this is a full-on workout outfit, skin tight and all. So, naturally, this sent shockwaves through the fanbase. One of the biggest shocks comes from the fact that Jessa has always been seen as one of the daughters who stuck closely to the rules. While her sisters, like Jill, Jinger, and Joanna, have been moving away from their parents' expectations for years now, Jessa seemed to be the one holding the line. But now? It looks like she's joining her sisters in pushing the boundaries, and fans are not missing that. You know where it gets interesting? Reddit. That's where fans started dissecting Jessa's video, and let me tell you, the reactions were hilarious, but also really telling. One fan posted, "I'm kinda floored right now that Jessa is posting exposed shoulders and legs. She's been stubbornly IBLP abiding well into her adult years." Another chimed in with, "I'm seeing knees. My poor virgin eyes," which, okay, is sarcastic, but also highlights how unusual this is for a Duggar. And then there was, "When I see a Duggar, how do they stay so fit and healthy, is the last thing on my mind," which brings up a good point. Duggars aren't exactly known for flaunting fitness routines, let alone in outfits like this. What's crazy is how divided people are. Some fans see it as Jessa embracing a healthier, more modern lifestyle, breaking free from the control of her upbringing. Others see it as a weird brand shift. I mean, let's be real, Jessa Duggar's brand, if you want to call it that, has always been built around her identity as a Duggar, her faith, and the super conservative values her family has promoted for years. So, for her to start posting workout videos in skimpy outfits? Yeah, that's a head-scratcher for some people. And speaking of family dynamics, how do you think Jim Bob and Michelle are reacting to this? Because it's one thing for their other daughters, like Jill and Jinger, who've been pretty open about stepping away from their family's religious expectations, to break the modesty rules. But Jessa? That's gotta sting a little. Especially because Jessa has always been so vocal about her faith and her respect for her parents' teachings. Let's talk about the workout itself for a minute. Jessa was super candid in her video about how she's been losing the baby weight, working out for 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week, right there in her bedroom while her baby George chilled in a swing nearby. She even started off slow, doing just 10 to 15 minutes a day before working her way up to half an hour. And you know what? Props to her for that. As a mom of 5, finding the time and energy to work out is no joke. She even admitted that working out isn't something she loved right away, but it's become part of her daily routine. I feel stronger, I feel like I have more energy throughout the day, she said, even going as far as to say she's less reliant on caffeine now, which, like, girl, good for you, but how? I don't know a mom out there who can get by without coffee. But seriously, Jessa's workout routine feels like the least shocking part of this whole thing. What really has everyone buzzing is the fact that she's putting herself out there in a way that's so completely different from what we're used to seeing from her. And the fans are here for it, mostly. Still, there are questions. Is this a one-time thing? Is Jessa just trying to show a different side of herself to her YouTube audience, or is this part of a bigger shift in her life and her public image? Because let's face it, the Duggars aren't exactly on the most stable ground these days, with all the scandals and controversy surrounding their family. Could Jessa be trying to carve out her own space, separate from the Duggar name? Or is this just her embracing the fact that, hey, sometimes you just want to work out in shorts and a tank top without worrying about modesty rules that don't make sense anymore? Whatever the case, this is a huge moment for Jessa, whether she intended it to be or not. She's part of a reality TV dynasty that has built its entire image on conservative, Christian values. To see her now, in 2024, sharing a workout video where she's wearing something that would have been scandalous by her family's standards just a few years ago? It's a big deal. And it's going to be interesting to see where she goes from here. Does she continue to break free from those old expectations, or is this just a small departure from the norm? Either way, people are watching. And on that note, I want to hear from you. What do you think is going on here? Is Jessa just trying to show a more relatable side to her followers, or is this part of a bigger shift in her life and beliefs? Do you think her family's going to react publicly, or will they just let this slide? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I have a feeling this story is far from over. And that's all I've got for you today, guys. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Duggar drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates. I'm Julie, and I'll see you in the next video.